Design thinking is a 5-step process that facilitates the conjuring up of meaningful ideas that solve real problems for a particular group of people. This process has taken the world by storm due to its high impact results and have helped countless businesses around the world come up with new ways of looking at the same old problems and add more value to their customers. Let's have an overview look at these 5 steps again. Step 1. Empathize. Step 1 is all about conducting focused interviews that give you an idea of what people really care about. This allows us to empathize with their situation and gives us rich new insights into how to best add value for the customer. Step 2. Define the problem. Once you have empathized with your customer and you actually understand the needs that they have with certain activities, you can understand the verbs and activities that are linked to your customer's needs. This rich insight into the underlying drivers for your customer will then allow you to formulate a problem statement that accurately describes the problem from the eyes of your customer. Step 3. Ideate. Now that we have more clarity on the problem of the customer, we turn our attention to the problem statement and brainstorm ideas that solve those specific problems. The point of this step in the exercise is not to come up with a perfectly formulated solution yet, but rather to gather as many diverse ideas as possible. Once you have gathered your ideas, sketch these ideas so that you can present them to your target audience to get feedback on the various concepts. Step 4. Prototype. This part of the process involves reflecting on all the feedback that was received from the various ideas and solutions. It involves asking yourself, how does this solution fit into the context of people's actual lives? The solution may involve completely new approaches or a combination of new and already existing ways of solving the problem. Once there is clarity on this, you can sketch up your solution and go build a real prototype that is just good enough to be tested and prove the concept. Step 5. Test. This is the part of the process where you test the prototype with actual users. It is important to not try to convince anyone of the ideas or try to defend it. People should decide for themselves and give honest feedback on how effectively it solves their personal problems. The point here is to get as much feedback as possible to learn what worked and what didn't. You can then go back to ideation and prototyping to apply your learning and adapt. This process needs to be repeated until you have a prototype that is working and solves a real problem for your customers. This is a process that repeats itself, and the focus is really to learn by trying, failing, adapting, and repeating until it is solved.